Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we breeze through this. We've gone from all the way up in Canada to switch over to Minnesota, and then we went back to Reelfoot, and now we're going to talk about something that's happened recently. I never win anything. That's why I've never made a hole-in-one. I keep trying to play a hole-in-one. I've killed a few big deer and turkeys and things along that, but we got a young man on the line with us right now that just won a pretty nice sweepstakes. And Ron Wong, you're listening in on this as our co-host.
Absolutely.
This is a pretty nice prize, I thought in itself, but there's bonuses here I've heard extra. But recently they held a sweepstakes for an opportunity to fish with Scott Canterbury. You know Scott, Angler of the Year last year, all sorts of great career and everything. And our good folks at BASS came up with this idea. And we have not only Scott Canterbury, who wants to be just called Canterbury, so we don't get this thing confused. Good morning, Scott Canterbury.
Good morning. How you doing today?
We're doing great, Scott Canterbury. But we also have another Scott on the line that I told him, don't be nervous. There's only 4 or 5 truck drivers listening right now at this time on Saturday morning. But so don't worry. And they've all pulled over to the side to make sure this guy's got 2 Scotts on the show, But
that's right.
Yeah, but
we don't want to mess them up.
No, but we also have with us the man that won the trip with Scott Canterbury in the sweepstakes. Not only won the trip, which I thought that's all he won, but he's won enough here that he has extra 12 friends now. Because they're all wanting part of it. But that is Scott Tomez out of Lufkin, Texas. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Great to have you, buddy, and congratulations. We're hooking these 2 guys up for the first time together. And Scott Tomez is out of Lufkin. As I said, he is a nurse. And I understand this as we talk, and we're going to call Scott Canterbury just Canterbury. That's his suggestion. I'm not sure what we're going to call Ron Wong so we don't get them all mixed up, but we'll keep them simple here. But first of all, let's talk to the man who's going to be taking this guy fishing. Scott, this is a pretty neat thing that you've agreed to do. Talk about how that arranged.
Yeah, that was great. I was, blessed last year. I had the year that I had, and Bass came up with the idea, wanted to know if I wanted to be involved, and I jumped on board, of course,
Great.
just to keep my name out there. But then all of my sponsors, just about every sponsor I've got, was just gracious enough, and they joined in too and made a prize pack of a lifetime. So, I'm excited about it. We're going to have a good trip, go catch some fish, and we're going to make the best of it. But, the trip will be great. We'll have a lot of fun, catch some fish, but the package itself that he won is what was so special.
Well, let's talk to the man who won it here, the other Scott out of Lufkin, Texas, who's taking time from being an emergency room on the front lines. Golly, we'll talk to him a little bit about that.
Thank you.
We want to thank both of these guys,
Thank you, sir.
because of Scott Canterbury for what he's agreed to, and Scott Tomez out of Lufkin, Texas. Scott, you said you never won anything before.
No, sir. I've never probably won 2 ducks.
Well, you got the man on the line you're fishing with. Talk to us about how you feel about winning this thing.
Honestly, I was just I don't know if there's even words. I was so excited when I didn't actually believe
you didn't
that I won it at the time.
Did you get a call like the president calls the winner of the NBA?
Yes, sir. I got a call, and
you hung up on them. I know the first time they had to call you back. No.
Well, actually, I had gotten an email to send information in, and I almost missed the deadline because I never checked my emails.
Are you really serious? Okay. And then that would have been bad. No, I'd hate.
Oh, I would have been sick.
Yeah, you would have been sick. So they call you and they tell you, and
yes, sir.
And the excitement here. Are you a bass fisherman? I'm assuming you are.
Yes, sir. Love bass fishing.
All
Grew up doing it.
You ever heard of this guy you're going to fish with?
Yes, sir. I have many times.
Many times. So what are you looking forward to most about this?
Actually, just getting a meeting. I've heard so much good things about him, but being in the boat with him and kind of hanging out, getting to know him, and also just
picking his brain.
Learning. Yeah, picking his brain, just learning from him.
Well, Scott, Canterbury, let's talk this young man. I'm going to say he's young. I don't know how old you are, Scott Tomez, but you're probably aged in the last 2 months. Talk about taking him fishing, knowing what his occupation is, Canterbury.
Oh, that makes it more special, especially with the times with the COVID-19 and everything that's been going on and how much time he's had to put in working and everything. So, when we do get hooked up and get this going, it's going to be really special for me just to show some gratitude and appreciation for what he does. But, just getting out on the water with anybody, making new friends is what it's all about, and that's what I love doing. And hopefully this will be a experience that, it'll be great for him, it'd be good for anybody, but great for him, and maybe something that he'll never forget. And we're going to hopefully learn a few things, maybe some new techniques, maybe something about electronics. We'll get together and discuss what we want to do ahead of time, but it's going to be exciting. We're going to make it the best we can, and I'm excited about it.
I can tell.
An opportunity to take him.
A $52,000, $52,500. I don't want to shortchange you, Scott. $500 on this prize package, and folks, not only does he win the trip with Scott Canterbury, or as Canterbury he wants. I said, can we call you Barry? But no, let's just
either way you want to do it.
Just call me. That's what the guy said. Not only that, he's getting a Skeeter boat. He's getting a Yamaha engine, a trailer, the Lowrance HDS9 live fish finder with an active imaging 3-in-1 transducer, a power pole, Orient cooler, Halo fishing, net bait tackle. I don't have enough time to read off all these things you're winning. So
it's great. I mean, just like I said, just about all of my sponsors really kicked in and made it a prize pack that's just, I mean, I don't know how to explain it. Just a prize pack of a lifetime to somebody to win just for entering the sweepstakes with Bassmaster.
And almost now we found out he almost didn't enter. I mean, so
he almost didn't claim it. He did enter, but he almost didn't claim it.
He didn't claim it. But so how long you been a nurse, Scott?
I've been a nurse for 6 years.
6 years? Do you grow up in the Texas area there?
Yes, sir.
And
East Texas, around Rayburn and Toledo.
Okay, all right. And I guess times have been crazy for you, hadn't they?
Oh, yes, sir. The last couple of months have been pretty intense, I guess you could call it.
You working long hours and things along that line. So
yes, sir.
I'm assuming, as we said earlier, we appreciate your service. I can't think of a better way to do this and put you in the boat with Scott. I'm not sure he'll bring Taylor or Dixie with him. No telling. Scott Canterbury may bring his whole family. I don't know. But
that's fine.
Be prepared. So where are y'all going to fish, Canterbury? Have we decided on that?
We haven't even discussed it yet. And I'm going to make it available to just about anywhere. So, I mean, we're going to work it out, and we'll get together and figure out where we're going to go. We're going to be headed to Texas a little later in the year, in the fall. We may do it out there, or we may do it at Garnersville or some special lake here in Alabama. We'll make it happen.
Okay, great. I got to ask you also, Scott Tomez, who's your favorite collegiate football team?
Oh, that's a tough one. I grew up a Texas Longhorn fan.
And
but
now
I played baseball at A&M.
Oh, you played baseball at A&M?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, you do know that you're getting in a boat with an Alabama fan. I mean, a really Alabama fan. So we wanted you to know that those plastic shields are going to be put up between y'all.
At least we're keeping it in the SEC.
Yeah, let's keep it. Well, but I thought that was really interesting because we know the Canterbury, the Bama fans. So I just wanted to brace you for that. So don't.
It's all good.
Well,
we got an SEC guy in the boat. So
well, I just want to make sure you didn't show up with an Auburn shirt on. I was going to get really worried about.
We'd have a short trip.
Yeah, it'd be a short trip, and you'd look for a nurse would be needed. Okay, to do this. Yeah. But let's get before we close out here. First of all, thank you guys for being with us today, and I know Scott Tomez, you have a family, or are you single, or what now?
I have a wife. Yes, sir. I'm married.
Okay. Does she know you're going to take this trip? Did you let her know?
Oh yeah. She knows. She's excited for me. She knows how excited I am, so she's happy.
So to do this, you're going to have to get off. I'm assuming are they going to let you work 24 hours and take off the next day? So
I've already my boss is actually an avid fisherman, and I've talked to him about it, and he says whenever we make the decision, just let him know. He'll make it happen.
Well, that's great,
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome and everything. And I know where do you normally fish then, Scott Tomez?
Usually Rayburn and Toledo Bend.
There you go.
My home lakes.
Okay, yeah, Toledo Bend, Rayburn. Those aren't bad, are they? Are they? Canterbury?
No, Rayburn's a great one. Now, Toledo Bend, I don't know much about. I've only been on it one time, but Rayburn's one of the best fisheries in the country, and there's no doubt you can go back.
No doubt.
Some of the fish catches that's been there this year is pretty special.
Well, there you go. Well, you guys work it out. We're just so happy that Emily Hartley was able to set this thing up. I said, let's try to do this. I know you're busy, Scott, there as a nurse, and Canterbury's got to take care of all of his fishing hardware and make sure he's got plenty of baits and everything. But before we close, Canterbury, let's ask you, we got a couple of minutes. Tell us what's been going on with you and how you surviving in this day and time.
You know, it's been tough. I'm one of those guys that's ready to get back to fishing. People say they want to get back to normal, but I don't know if we're going to ever be back to the way it was. But
yeah.
I am ready to get back to fishing, and Bass came out with a press release today. We're about to get our season started again.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about that and ready to get it rolling. But I've been doing a lot of fishing around the house, just enjoying the outdoors. You know, I mean, Bass made a big push about live smart and fish smart.
That's right.
And you know, we did that. I've had the family out on the water a lot, and we've just been enjoying the outdoors as much as we can. But I'm ready to get tournament fishing going again.
Well, I know this is going to be a highlight for both of you guys. Scott Canterbury, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you for taking time to be on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Scott Tomez, thank you. Appreciate your service as a nurse. And at the same time, congratulate you. You're going to have a great time with this guy. And
well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Larry.
Yeah, we want to get y'all back together after this all over and get you back on the show and get the real truth here, okay?
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yep.
We'll
Sounds
do it.
great.
Sounds great. Thank you, guys. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you. Y'all too.
Scott, I'll be in touch, and we'll get everything worked out.
All
right, thank you, sir.
He just threw that in. He could call you. You know, he's saving money. Collect calls. Don't accept any collect calls from Scott Canterbury, okay?
I don't know if I'll take a call from a Roll Tide person.
No, don't do that. No, my. We started something now. Guys, we appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great one. All right, let's take a break.
Thank you.
Come right back and wrap up today's show. Ron Wong, co-host. We've got a story to beat story coming up next. Straight from Princeton, New Jersey. I'm Outdoors with Larry Ray. Be right back.